Hey guys, so this is actually my first video up on this channel. I do have another YouTube channel, but it is a French beauty channel, so I mean if you speak French and if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe. It's in my other channels box on my channel, so yeah. So I decided to talk about something that I am very passionate and very picky about today. I decided to talk about foundation, and I am a huge lover of foundation. I believe that a good foundation can do miracles. Well, obviously not like magic, but I mean it really can cover up any imperfections, and a good foundation will look natural while doing so. And I think I found a foundation that can actually do that, and it's the Revlon Colorstay foundation. And it looks like that. I love this foundation. I picked this up about 2 weeks ago, and the first time I tried it, I wasn't so sure. Like, I don't know. It was like 5 p.m. I was tired and didn't really feel like having to try out anything, but I just tried it out for fun. And I actually kind of liked it, but I wasn't so sure. I was like, well, I'll see tomorrow morning at school. So the next morning when I tried this at school, I totally fell in love with it. First of all, it blends amazingly into your skin. It looks super natural. And what I do is I like to apply with a brush. Actually, do I have the brush? My brush is far in my kit, but I usually use the Eco Tools concealer brush because I find it gives a really nice application, and I'll just kind of like apply, and then I'll blend it in with my fingers, and that gives a really nice natural finish, and it blends really nice, like I said. Also, the thing that's cool with this is, like I said, it looks very natural, but it's very buildable, and it's very buildable, but it does not look cakey like a lot of foundations do. I used to have a foundation that I loved, but I couldn't really build it up without it looking kind of cakey and sad and annoying. So, I mean, this is really cool for that. And I actually sing. I'm often singing on stages in front of people under the stage lights, and I need a good coverage foundation that won't melt off my face. And this foundation, I tried one day without any powder, and it was still on my face at the end of the day. And I do a lot of stuff in one day, let me tell you that. I have rehearsal until 6, and I usually don't get home until 7. So usually foundation will melt off by then, but this one stays all day long, which is something that I really like. Obviously, if I were singing on stage, I'd probably put some powder in order to like put extra protection against like sweating or whatever. But on its own, it does a pretty good job, so I wouldn't have to put so much powder. Next up, it's very lightweight. I know a lot of foundations that are good coverage tend to feel kind of heavy on the skin. My last foundation was the Rimmel 24-Hour foundation, and even though I love that foundation, sometimes it just felt like too much. And that was not something that I really liked, because I really like feeling natural and not having to worry about it. And this feels so light, you don't even realize that you have, well, you realize because obviously you put it on in the morning, but it doesn't feel like you have makeup. And that's something that I really like. Now, I only have 2 inconveniences with this. First of all, there's no pump. Compared to the Revlon Photo Ready foundation, which has a pump, which I'm not really a big fan of that foundation, but if you like it, cool. I mean, it just doesn't work for me. So just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it doesn't work for you. But it doesn't have a pump, so I don't really mind, because many of the foundations that I used in the past didn't have a pump, so I'm kind of used to it. But for somebody who's not used to it, you want to be careful. You have to be careful. You don't want to. You have to be careful not to put so much foundation on your hand that you have too much to use for your face and you don't know what to do with the rest of it. So I just do bit by bit. I put very small quantities, and then I just do it all over my face. So that works. The second inconvenience is when I went to the store to buy it, I had a lot of difficulty trying to figure out which color would work for my skin, because they had like those little papers that have like colors of the foundation, and like you stick your hand under it, and if it matches, then like you should buy that foundation. But like that doesn't work for me. Like it just never worked for me. So I had some trouble. I almost picked up a shade that was too dark for my skin, and then finally at the end I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna take the nude one, and if it's too dark, I'll just blend it in with a lighter foundation that I have that is like way too light for me. But I was like, I'll blend it in with that and it'll work. But thankfully, I did not have to do that. So that is the end of my review. I highly recommend this to teenagers because it looks very natural and you don't have to worry about it all day long. But my mom does love this foundation, and she's like 50, so it definitely works for older women as well. So this cost about $17 Canadian. I'm sure it's way less expensive in the States, because here in Canada we're getting ripped off every single day. Let's face it. But yeah, this is definitely under $20, whether you're in Canada or in the States. So that's nice. And if you find it's kind of expensive, I find it's totally worth the money, but whatever, I mean, it's everybody's choice. So I recommend this to anybody who really likes natural finish foundation. If you prefer, I mean, a foundation that looks a little bit more powdery, this is not going to work for you because this gives kind of a dewy finish. But if you like foundations like this, try it out. Please subscribe to my channel. I really like some support. I will be putting up one video a week, one video on my English channel and one video on my French channel. So if you speak French, go ahead and check that out. I have like one video. That's gonna change, I promise. But yeah. So, oh, and please subscribe to my fashion blog, fashionoverdose101.com, .blogspot.com. Yeah, that's my fashion blog with my best friend, and we're both really passionate about fashion and makeup, so go check that out. We haven't updated like in like a few days, so please forgive us, but I was planning on updating it tonight. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.